Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope all of you guys are doing well. So, I do have a review for this film, but I wanted to give you guys a review on the 4K, what I thought about the picture quality, the sound, and everything. And that is going to be on the 1985 classic Weird Science that stars Kelly LeBrock, Bill Paxton, Anthony Michael Hall, and Ian Mitchell Smith, who plays Wyatt, and Anthony Michael Hall plays Gary. These two nerds who create a woman. They create the perfect woman, and that is played by Kelly LeBrock, who plays Lisa. And Lisa, basically, her goal is to get, Wyatt and Gary out of their shell. To have more confidence in themselves and to kind of stand up for themselves. It's just a fun, mid 80s comedy, and it's got a great soundtrack. Danny Elfman's band did the Weird Science theme song for this, and absolutely love that song. It's one of my all-time favorites. Now, the Blu-ray, or not the Blu-ray, the 4K itself includes two cuts of the film. You have a extended cut and you have a theatrical cut. There really isn't a big difference. The extended cut, I believe, is only 3 extra minutes. And to be honest with you guys, I couldn't tell which scenes those were when I was watching the film. I don't know. I think it's just one of those, blink if you miss it type of scenes. Of course, you do have Robert Downey Jr. in this as well. It's always great to see Robert Downey Jr. back in the early days of his career, and he still looks the same. I'm not going to lie. Anthony Michael Hall looks the same as well. The film itself, in some way, would grow a popular, cult following and have some popularity to the point that we would actually get a TV series. I remember a USA Network airing episodes. So yeah, it became popular enough to give us a 90s TV series. Now, the quality on this I thought was great. Very grainy. I will say that, very grainy. Not enough to make you want to just turn it off. I thought it looked, with all the grain, I still found it to be really, really good. There might be a few scenes where it looked a little bit cleaner and crispier. But majority of the film, you can definitely have that heavy grain, but not as heavy to the point where you have to turn it off. I do feel like the size of the TV might help with that. I do have I believe it's a 50-inch, 50 or 55. Might be a 50-inch, I believe, somewhere around there. And I feel like if you have a slightly bigger TV, the quality might clean up a little bit better, but for me it was definitely grainy. But the detail on this looked absolutely amazing. Like, there's one scene where you have Wyatt and Gary in the kitchen when they're cooking food, and just the detail to the mid 80s tile countertop in the kitchen just blew my mind. The clothing, you can see, really have some great detail. Some of the close-ups on the faces, and you can see the 5 o'clock shadow on Chet and everything. It just is really, really detailed, and absolutely loved it. The sound quality, I think, is great. I don't have a sound bar or a surround sound system, so for what I got in the way of sound, I thought was really, really good. Even if I turn the volume up at a 10 or a 15, it's loud on my TV. So the quality on this is going to sound really, really good, especially if you have that sound bar and you have that home studio surround sound system. So I don't think you're going to have any issues there. Now, I haven't dived into the special features yet, due to the fact that there are so many in here. Of course, you have the restoration of the 4K scan, and you do have a Blu-ray copy, I believe, of the film as well. Maybe just be the 4K. Let me rephrase that, since I'm a little unprepared right now. No, it's just the 4K. Okay, I must be confusing myself with something else, and I apologize for that. But yeah, you do get, excuse me, man. so you, of course, like I said, you do get the 4K scan. You do get an extended version and a theatrical version. Theatrical version is 94 minutes, while the extended version is 97. It's only 3 minutes, and to be quite honest with you, I don't even know what those 3 minutes were. I didn't see a difference. Then you do get like interviews with the cast. You get interviews with the composer. It's Alive, Resurrecting Weird Science, which is a documentary, and I'll probably end up checking that out pretty soon. Um, and I believe, do not quote me on this, but I believe there's an episode. I think it includes a pilot episode of the series. Um, I'm looking. I thought I had read something on that, but I could be wrong. And don't quote me on this. We got the documentary, as I stated. TV spots, image gallery. Okay, I was completely wrong. I thought for a second that it included. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it included an episode of the series. They could have added the pilot episode to this. That would have been cool. And you also, what is it? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Um, what's the band that Danny Elfman had in the 80s? I can't pronounce it, but yeah, the song is of course in this. But it's got some really cool cover. I am sorry if I'm unprepared on this review and stumbling across my words. The slip cover has like this really nice, like it's almost like what's the texture I'm looking for? I wouldn't say like a matte finish. It's got a weird feel to it, but it's very nice. And I think it looks the detail on this is really nice. And this, of course, is like one of the covers that have been on like DVDs. So, it's one of those movies that get re-released so many times that they change the cover. And these are all your features. So you can see there's a lot. And like I said, you get two versions of the film. I'll just show you guys. I think I've done a video like this before, kind of the same thing. Spine, of course, the back. And with the Arrow video releases, you're going to have a thicker case, which I think is great. I think it makes them stand out a little bit better than the other boutique labels. And then, of course, the disc art is the same, as you can see. And then with the set, you get a few things. First and foremost, of course, you get an advertisement. Usually, like, if this gets released, then this would be like their next release, I believe. They always put things like this inside their titles, whether it's Blu-ray or 4K. You do get reversible artwork. You get the old school artwork, which is pretty cool. I like it when the boutique labels, add the reversible artwork. I know for the longest time, there was issues with Scream Factory not doing that with some of their 4K titles, and then some of them they started releasing would have the reversible artwork. But I don't know if they're still doing that. I don't know if it's just specific titles they're doing it to. Then we get a booklet, which is really, really nice. Gives you tons of information on the film, the cast. This is really, really cool. I absolutely like this. I thought it was pretty cool. One thing a little movie fact that I like. This is one of my favorite scenes. Give me the key, Lisa. Well, one of the things I thought was pretty cool is Wyatt and Gary are watching Frankenstein, and it's colorized. And I don't think we've ever had a colorized version of that film. I know we've had we have the black and white. So it was really cool that there was a colorized version of that. If you go on YouTube, or we are on YouTube, excuse me. If you go in the search bar of YouTube and you look for Universal Monsters colorized, there is a video. It's been around for a while. It has clips from all the Universal Monsters, all colorized, like scenes, and it looks good. I don't know why. If any of the studios are watching this, and hopefully they are, and maybe down the road I can, they can send me stuff to, review and let you guys know when they're going to be released. I will want to see a lot of the black and white shows and movies get colorized versions. I would like to see. I just think it would give you a cool movie experience, and to be able to have two versions of the films, I think would be great. You know, trust me, I love the classic black and white, but to experience something different that's never been done, I think that would be cool. So yeah, I'd like to see the Universal monster movies get colorized. I'd like to see the Munsters TV series get colorized. I'd like to see the original Addams Family get colorized. Now, there's a lot of shows that started out with black and white and then got colorized. I Dream of Jeannie, I believe, was like that. The Andrew Griffith Show, um, Bewitched. So there are a lot I would love to see get colorized and just give everybody a different viewing experience. I think it's more just experiencing it in some way, and I think it would look pretty cool. There are some clips as well on YouTube with the Munsters being colorized. So who knows? Maybe there's somebody out there who does homebrew releases of stuff that doesn't have an official release, could possibly give us colorized versions of shows and movies. I don't know. And then you do get a really cool poster. There's a lot of boutique labels out there that will give you posters. It's pretty much the cover of the 4K on both ends. It's double-sided, which kind of sucks because it's like, well, which cover should I use? But I'll show you guys. So that's the cover to the 4K, and then you have the original. So yeah, not bad. Definitely a set I think is worth picking up. And if it's a film you're looking to upgrade, I think it's worth the upgrade regardless of how the grain looks. And again, the quality of your TV, you know, depending on what your TV is, it may change. The quality may come out a little bit different. But for me, you can definitely tell there was some grain there. It's not hard to miss. I mean, it is an older movie, but for what we got, I think it looked pretty good. So there you have it. That is my 4K review of Weird Science, the classic 1985 comedy, one of my personal favorites. So let me know what your thoughts are. Do you have this on 4K? And if you do, what is your thoughts on the quality? What do you think? And if you've seen the film, let me know what you think about the movie itself. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend you go and check it out. I think it's a fun film. And I will put the link to the trailer as well as the IMDb page for this film down in the description below. And if you guys are interested in purchasing this movie, I will put the link to Blow It Outta Here. That's where I had purchased the Weird Science 4K. I will put the affiliated link down in the description below to that listing. You don't pay extra. I just make a small little commission on it. So if you guys are interested, you can go and click that link if you want to purchase the film. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more content. And with that being said, I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Till next time, guys, we'll talk films. Peace.